expertise in mobile phones, fridge, LEDs, MacBooks, and iPads.
Alright guys, we do have here like a main board or a motherboard coming from an Acer Aspire 4930, and customer said that it has no power, so I was already able to disassemble the parts separately from, of course, from the LCD, from the keyboard, um, the front bezel or the panel, as well as of course the back part of this. So the first step that we're going to do, guys, is we're going to locate what part is really isn't working. So we're going to locate or find out that shorted part. Okay, so if you want to do this by yourself, you can use like a digital multi-tester meter or the analog one. Then you need to put the negative test probe, which is the black one, to the negative line of the motherboard, and then try to touch the capacitors using the positive probe to find out if there's any shorted. Okay, so if there's any shorted part, probably that will be the problem or the faulty part of that, just like with this one. So it has no continuity, so it means like that is a good line. So we can check at the back part of this motherboard where we can find the diode, the MOSFET here, and also some, few capacitors here. Okay, so if you have like the digital multi-tester, it is actually easier to use that in this kind of issues or faults, because whenever that you pointed to a part where it is a shorted one, it will go into beep. You can hear the beep from this multi-tester. Okay, alright, like this one. So I'll show you, for example, from this, there's no that's the continuity, and on the other side is good, so there's the volume. It means that the line is not shorted. So we can actually find this one here. Alright, okay, so the line is not shorted, but this line, the CMD, seems to be shorted. Okay, because the tester keeps on beeping every time that I'm going to point onto this CMD capacitor or SMD capacitor. See, so it seems like the shorted part is here from this line. So we cannot actually conclude that this SMD capacitor is the faulty part. That's why we need to do more checking. Okay, alright, so here from that line, if we're going to try trace the line coming from that from this capacitor, this one, yeah, it's really shorted. So we're going to try to trace or locate, and I think Okay, so we're going to check here with the analog. So just observe, guys. There you go. That's the positive one. So we should not getting the same response here on the other side. But as you can see, both of the part or end of this diode is actually shorted, which means that it's a faulty part. Now I will show you also how to check the working one, I mean the good diode. Okay, this one that we got right now. So this one, that's the negative part. Then I will turn turn this way. That's the positive, and there's no value. Okay, so it means that it's a working diode. So we're going to try to replace the diode. We need to again solder it. Alright, so just be careful in soldering with this diode. Kindly look for the symbols. There is like a symbol where is the positive, just like what we have here. The symbol is on the upper side of the diode, which is the positive one, the one with line. As you can see, the line of the diode on the the surface, you can see the line. So here's the positive line of the diode or pin. So after this, guys, we're going to check if we still have the shorted line coming from, of course, from the ground and to the positive part of the diode. Okay, so we can also use the analog or the digital multi-tester. Okay, so and after this, once we confirm that we no longer have the shorted part or lines, we're going to check the voltages afterward. Okay, alright, so we're gonna use the analog. So put the test probe, either the positive or the negative, into the ground, I mean on the ground. See, alright, so good, there's no shorted already here. So I think we were able to fix the problem, but again, we need to check the voltages just to make sure if we already have the 19.5 volts coming from adapter, because that volts will be the one to turn on this motherboard. So I will be going to plug in this adapter, and let's try to check the voltages. Right, guys, so we already replaced the diode here, so we'll just try to double check if we still have again the shorted part. Okay, I'm sorry, here's the diode. So okay, that's the ground. So with this is the positive. Okay, so there you go. We no longer have the shorted part. Okay, so next step that we're gonna try to do, we're going to unplug, we're going to plug in the charger here. Then let's check if we already get all the voltages. Okay, alright, so let's check if we get it is commonly like 19.5 volts. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna put here the ground, and here is the positive one. Okay, there you go. So we get the 19.38, so we have the 19.3 or 4 volts. All right, so here, and also let's try to check the other voltages. Okay, here, all right, so we get there. The other part, so we should be getting also here. Supply this one. And let's check the back part. Okay. All right, so we get also the voltages there. So let's try to check. I'm gonna try to turn this motherboard on. I'll put the power switch. Okay, switch. Alright, I'll turn it on. This should be light, and you can also, we should we need to observe the fan if it will, work. Alright, so we get the lights already, and the fan is, turning on. There you go. So I'll need to put the memory card, and with this one it's also, the light is there on the lid is also lighting there. So we need to put the memory card, and then let's try to start it again. Okay, I'll get the memory card. Alright, next is the cover. Okay. And the LCD. Okay. Okay, I'll put able to put the LCD now. I'll put next the switch. Need to plug the charger again here. Okay, now turn it on. Set to turn this on. There you go. Alright, there you go. So you see guys, it's already working. Okay. Alright. So I'll just put the hard drive. Okay, this one. Step it on. Alright guys, so it's already working. Again, this is the only part that we changed. You know, this is the diode, right? Okay, it's very small. Okay, there you go. This is a shorted diode, so we just replace it, and there you go. Now the laptop is working. Alright, so I will turn this off. Then we're going to put back everything on the cover, the keyboard and everything. Alright, as well as the touchpad. So thank you so much again for joining me with this video, and I hope that it would also help you on how we're going to troubleshoot no power laptop. So it is commonly happening in every devices or laptops, notebooks that we have. So that's the main or the basic troubleshooting steps that we always do. Okay, so thank you so much, and please kindly like, share and subscribe for you to receive also updated tutorial videos regarding a different kind of troubles. Okay, bye for now.